We're diving into a high-stakes day in Judge Valieth Mays' courtroom. First up, we have Samuel Ramirez, a high school senior with a bright future on paper. AP class is solid grades, but a massive problem in reality. He was caught using drugs in the school bathroom. The judge is trying to figure out if this is a bump in the road or a downward spiral. Pay attention to how the judge balances maternal concern with the cold, hard reality of the Texas penal system.
Was that a fight at the jail?
Yeah, I was an assault.
Oh, do you need to be placed in protective custody? But you haven't done anything on probation. That's a problem. And it tells me that maybe probation is not good for you. So I'm going to grant the motion. I'm going to find you guilty and I'm going to revoke. Why were you not in class? No, I know you were in the bathroom. You all were in the bathroom doing drugs. So my question is, obviously you were not in the bathroom to use the facilities for anything that was not. We're here because your son has an issue. Your son using drugs in a restroom at a high school.
Correct.
And sometimes parents want to see their children as they hope they will be. How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Court is calling 2023 CR 6620 State of Texas versus Samuel Alexander Ramirez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
The state, Your Honor.
Defense.
Julie Pollock.
And are you Samuel Ramirez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to counsel. Have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Ramirez, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
All right, Judge. We are, Your Honor.
Mr. Ramirez, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendant's waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2, less than 1 gram in a drug-free zone?
Stop right there. Did you catch that? Possession of controlled substance under 1 gram in a drug-free zone. In Texas, that drug-free zone tag is a massive multiplier. We're talking about a third-degree felony where the ceiling is 10 years in prison. Samuel thinks he's just a kid making a mistake, but the law sees a felon in the making. Watch how the judge grills him on his twice-a-week habit. She's not buying the "it's not that often" excuse.
That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
What grade are you in high school?
12th grade.
Why were you not in class?
I think we were there in the bathroom. They were going in the bathroom.
No, I know you were in the bathroom. You all were in the bathroom doing drugs. So my question is, obviously you were not in the bathroom to use the facilities for anything that was not.
I was on the way to the bathroom and I just met up with my friends and we just went to the rest.
No, there are other things that happen. School hasn't changed that much since I've been in there, where you get the hall pass to go to the restroom.
No, I wasn't in class yet. I was on my way to class and then I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So I met up with my friends because I seen them coming down the hall.
Yeah, say, hey, let's go to the restroom and use drugs. So what are your grades like?
A's and B's.
Judge, he's trying to turn his life around. He is enrolled full-time at
No, but are his grades A's and
John
B's?
Jay. According to his parents who are here.
Yeah, but sometimes parents overlook things. That's why.
Oh,
He's in the
they've got a
restroom.
handle on this. He's in AP classes and he's getting A's and B's because he has finally realized he needs to turn his life around.
And I'm gonna go,
Plus, he is working.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to college too after school. After I graduate, all my classes are credit classes. So after I get all good grades in them, I graduate this year.
So why does it take this for you to get your life in order? I'm sure your parents' rules are not crazy rules.
I just made mad. I just made bad choices.
Yeah, why are you making these bad choices? And until you were caught this time, how often were you using drugs?
Twice a week, not even often. wasn't.
Well, I mean, that's often.
Yeah.
Twice a week is often. Do you know how often I use drugs?
Never.
Yes. So using drugs once a week, that's often. Twice a week, that's often. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you're going to get tested today.
I'll be negative.
All right. So we're going to have him drug tested and we're going to see what the results are. And then I'm going to make my ruling.
All right.
So are you ready to
So
go or do you need water?
I need some water.
Okay. All right. Just have a seat. We're going to test you today.
I'll go back to the back.
Yes. All right. Does he have prescription medication?
his mom informs me that he had a prescription for Adderall.
Okay. They say had. Does that mean that he's currently on that prescription medication or not?
You'll have to talk to mom about that.
All right. You want to come forward briefly? Hi.
Hello.
So he does he have prescription medication?
He does have prescription medication. Since he's been incarcerated, he doesn't have an updated one. So at our house, we're still going to have his medication there.
No. See, I'm trying to figure out one,
Mhm.
is the prescription current? And two, is he using the prescription? We're not on the record right now. Here's the thing.
No, I understand.
Parents, we're here because your son has an issue. Your son using drugs in a restroom at a high school.
Correct.
And sometimes parents want to see their children as they hope they will be, not as they are. So I'm trying to figure out what would be good to help him so that he won't be in the criminal justice system and end up going to prison and end up being an orange with other inmates.
Right.
So I need to know whether or not he does have a prescription for this that he's using, or is he doing something else? Because if he's doing...
This is where it gets heavy. Judge Meza drops the orange jumpsuit reality. She's describing the Behar County Jail in brutal detail. Communal laundry, dangerous inmates, and the loss of identity. She's trying to scare the sense back into him before he graduates from high school to a cell block. But notice the pivot. The mom reveals he was in a sober living home and chose to leave. Is Samuel a victim of circumstances, or is he playing the system? What do you think? Drop a comment. Is the judge being too harsh or exactly as tough as she needs to be?
doing something else, then we can help him. But if people are being dishonest with the court about what he's doing, I can't help him. And 9 times out of 10, he's probably going to end up getting into more trouble and may end up at the Bexar County Jail. And at the Bexar County Jail, which you know, they bring you out in orange. When they do your laundry at the jail, guess what? Everybody's laundry goes in the same pile. There's no sorting. So you're going to end up with inmate B's underwear or whatever. You understand? And how old are you?
18.
You're 18. When you go to the Bexar County Jail, things happen at the Bexar County Jail. And people want to pretend like it doesn't, but things happen at the Bexar County Jail. Things happen at the prison. So I'm trying to get some honesty in here so I can see what's best for you. So hopefully you can get back on track. And yes, I'm hoping you go to college or either go to a trade school, get your life together where your parents don't worry about you and you don't use drugs anymore. But I need 100% honesty in here because otherwise he's going to end up getting in trouble on the probation in this court. And his attorney will tell you, everybody else tells you, probation in this court is not easy because the conditions I give people is not cookie cutter. It's what they need to hopefully get their life back on track. So parents got to be honest and see their children as they are. Maybe they'll end up being great and you will look back on this time and you will say, do you remember that bump in the road? He'll be like, yes, great job. You've gotten your life back on track. So I need to know whether or not he's using something he should not be using. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the issue with him?
I don't know if he's using anything. I can tell you with honesty that he does have prescription medication at home that's been prescribed to him by his psychiatrist. He has been incarcerated. He's been out, I want to say a few months, but he has been incarcerated in Bexar County. Now, if he took his prescription medication that's in our home voluntarily on his own without consulting me to get him a visit with his psychiatrist, to get him an updated appointment, to get a new prescription for this year, that's on him. I do not in my home. I do not condone his behavior. He hasn't lived with me while he did this behavior. He has been in Bexar County, so he knows what it's like.
Who has
what
he
it's
been
not like.
living with?
He was living with his grandfather. He was living with my mother. At one point, he was living in a sober living home. So my home is probably equivalent to jail.
Okay,
It's
so why
all-
wasn't he living with you?
He wasn't living with me because he didn't want to go to school. The school that he was in, it was Rise Recovery. He didn't want to go to that school. Minimal students, they were helping him. He didn't have a drug problem, but my family, we put him voluntarily in rehab for marijuana. He didn't have a problem to go to rehab, but like I said, it was voluntarily. He went and he got out. He went to Rise Recovery. He didn't want to go to Rise Recovery, which is an amazing school. Like I said, minimal students. He didn't have a lot of peers. He wanted to go to a traditional high school. I wasn't okay with that. So I talked to staff at the school and they placed him in a sober living with men and I believe a few people his age, and they would go to meetings. They would pick him up for school, help him find a job. When it came down to him to apply for his scholarship to live in the sober living, he opted not to do that, not to consult with me, and decided to live with my mother. My mother then went to get him, moved him out of there, and stated that she was going to place him in school, be on him to make sure that he did everything he needed to. When that happened is when this occurred. What we're essentially here for. That happened in the school that she placed him in. From that point on, everything just went downhill for him.
So which school is he currently in?
He's in John Jay.
All right. So do you think John Jay is a good place for him, or should he be back at Rice Recovery?
In my opinion, Rise Recovery. John Jay, not good. Maybe there's some good that comes out of that school, and I've seen that. But in my opinion, I shouldn't have to be calling the school to let them know students are smoking marijuana in the restroom.
No.
I shouldn't volunteer my time, take my time off of work to tell them, I'll go and monitor your girls' restrooms just to make sure students don't end up doing drugs in your restroom. I even offered my husband to do the same for the boys' restroom. And they said they don't have enough staff, they don't have enough teachers to do that, which is understandable. We all know that our teachers are underpaid. There's not enough teachers. But I can only do if they'll take my help, I can only do the bare minimum. I tell him the same thing. Don't go to restrooms, don't do this, don't do that. But I mean, what can I do? But
All right. Well, I'm going to do something.
yes,
We're going to help with this situation.
Can you tell the judge, I mean, is he going to school full
he does.
time?
He goes to school full time.
And I've
like-
seen his grades
Yeah.
and the classes he's taking. It's chemistry and
Yes, he's very smart. He's compared to kids his age, he's very intelligent. Been in pre-AP since middle school, continued pre-AP into high school. So he's very intelligent. He's very smart, book smart.
is he missing any classes?
No, he shows up. He does have tardies because he likes to go to the restroom before class. But I told him, I'm tired of getting the phone calls that you're tardy. So you need to go to the classroom, meet with the teacher, let them know you have to go to the restroom so they can at least take accountability for you being in class. If not, I'm going to continue getting these calls. And if that's going to happen, then you can go out of my house. He's 18. He's an adult. He knows what he has to do. Like I said, my house is equivalent to Bexar County Jail.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to come back for sentencing. And this is what I want everyone to give me. One, he needs to have a plan for me. A plan for since you're a senior.
So,
If you're planning on going to college, then you need to show the court that you've actually filed some applications.
I don't know.
For college.
Wednesday or today, if I go back to school, I'm gonna actually have my apply ready for that college. So after I graduate, I go straight to college.
All right, so that needs to be done. And then I want an update on the psychiatrist and see what medications he's actually supposed to be on. And you're going to come back to the court with a letter telling the court what you want to do with your life. And then I'm going to make a decision on what conditions will be best suited for you so that we don't have you coming back through the system. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
What do you
And-
what day do I what today?
I'm going to give you a date. No, it's not going to be today.
I just know it's a Adderall. I know Risperdal.
Okay. So what days are your classes?
My days are like school.
Yes. Is it all week?
Yeah, Monday to Friday.
Okay.
8
When do you all have testing?
When do we have testing? We recently been doing testing. I'll say that Mondays, Friday, but every day we do test.
Okay. So do you all have a recess break or anything of that nature?
Only
No, I
lunch,
mean for holiday coming up.
Oh.
That's what I mean. Usually,
like spring break.
yes.
Not that I know of so far.
Hmm.
I get out at 4:20. I ride the bus home, and by the time I get home, it's 5:05.
So he doesn't get out till 4:20. Yes. What time do you start?
School starts at 8:50.
Starts at 8:50. We need to figure something out. Mom, can you come back up? We need to figure out what's a good time for him and what's a good time that doesn't interfere with your work schedule. So maybe he can come here.
Or next court date.
Mhm.
Preferably Wednesdays. My husband's off on Wednesdays. I work half days on Wednesdays, so anything on a Wednesday would work.
Okay, so we're going to do a Wednesday. And then, so would you all be able to pick him up from school? Okay, do you think on Wednesday he could leave school early?
Yeah, as long as he has an excuse, so wherever he has to go, I'm sure that he can get an excuse. So
We'll write him an excuse and we will just say he was asked to appear in court.
Okay.
Oh, that's Thanksgiving. Oh, I'll remember Thanksgiving break. But they're going to come up with this pretty soon for me. So, Norma, are we able to do it Wednesday, November 15th?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we're going to come back Wednesday on November 15th. And Bashan, I know how Wednesdays are for us. You will not be here. Oh, when are you going to be back? Some people are going on cruises. I hope people know how to swim. They don't. That's Thanksgiving week. You know what? Are you guys off from? Oh,
They
That
do
would
have
still-
a Thanksgiving break. I'm not sure of the dates though. Northside calendar should show it.
all right. You know what? Are we able to do it on November 29th? Council, is that good for you? All right, because that'll give him plenty of time to see
Yes,
the
ma'am.
psychiatrist, if he needs to see the psychiatrist, to get his medications in order and to get done what I want done.
And then
Yes. And what we'll do is on the 29th, since he says he gets off at 4, what are your afternoon classes? What courses are they?
like all my classes, like subject,
Yeah, in the afternoon time.
English, history, credit recovery.
Oh, that's a new one, credit recovery. They don't do economics anymore. We had an economics class. They just don't do that.
He has an.
Oh, they do economics, but do they do language arts? They brought back language arts. I bet you they didn't bring back cursive writing. No. So we'll come back on the 29th. And then if you can have him here, Vashawn, is 3:00 too late? All right, 29th at 3 p.m. And if you can pick him up and bring him here, and we will give him an excuse.
Perfect.
So you know what you have to do? All right. And when you come back next, If you do a UA, it had better be clean with the exception of any medications that are prescribed. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
see you then.
Excuse me. Am I able to get a
Yes.
We're ready to go forward with a plea of true to number 2, alter and amend. Court's
All right.
kind permission.
Court is calling 2023 CR 6620 State versus Samuel Alexander Ramirez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Michael DeLeon for Mr. Ramirez.
And are you Samuel Ramirez?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Samuel Alexander Ramirez who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 6620 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 2, less than 1 gram in a drug-free zone on November 29, 2023 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, violation condition number 2. On or about the 11th day of July, 2025, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Samuel Alexander Ramirez, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State.
State will waive the other violation, Your Honor.
Any objection to the waiver?
No waiver, no objection, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, there is, Your Honor. That is to deny the state's motion, alter and amend his conditions of probations to add supportive outpatient treatment, as well as amend to require the defendant to provide proof to probation that he is regularly attending his mental health therapy classes.
That is our agreement, Judge. We do have his parents in the courtroom today. We do have proof that he is going to mental health treatment. Additionally, the reason for violation of condition number 2 that he missed, he's had 4 surgeries. Show the judge your hand.
Yes.
He had a workplace injury. So
Flash forward to July 2025. The tone has completely shifted. Samuel is back, but he's not the same kid. He's now a father, and he's sporting a workplace injury that required 4 surgeries. But here's the legal snag. He missed a drug test. In the world of probation, a no-show is usually treated as a positive. He's facing 10 years again. The defense is playing a new card now, PTSD. The stakes just went from high school mistake to adult survival.
in June or July of that last year, he was recovering from his 4th surgery. And that's the reason why he did report, so that drug testing. So we're asking the court to follow that recommendation. Otherwise, he's been doing well with his probation officer, and he's kept his probationer advised of everything that's been going on.
And the other allegation in the motion is taken care.
That's going to be going away from my understanding.
All right. And can I have the parents come up?
Sure. Mom, Dad.
Good morning. I'm doing great. I know that he was doing so well because he was on GPS. I removed that. So how are things going with him? With the mental health, is everything all right with that? Or did the injury sort of call him to get off track?
Right. So the injury, I wouldn't say that it put him off track.
Mhm.
I think it kind of elevated the mental condition that he currently had. Like I was telling his attorney, he now is newly diagnosed with PTSD due to the traumatic event that occurred at his workplace.
Mhm.
It did occur when he was 19. So a little bit after he left CNU, a few months, he got a job. He sustained employment, continued with school, graduated as he wanted him to.
Okay, awesome.
Yes. So he did do that, but then the injury occurred. And to be honest, he's been in and out of the hospital since that injury. He's still going to see his mental health doctor. This time, it not only was it due to the ADHD that he's been diagnosed with, but he started feeling a little different.
Mhm.
And he sought treatment on his own to discuss that. And so at that time is when the doctors determined that he does have PTSD, and it's elevated almost as a war veteran.
Okay.
And oh my God, I feel like I have PTSD.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm not going to revoke him. I'm going to deny the motion, but I'm trying to figure out what does he need from the court or what the court can give him. I know he'll need to continue with the mental health treatment, and that should probably be at the forefront of things that he needs to do. But then they're telling me sober support meetings as well. So is there a drug issue going on as well or no?
No, he was missing because of the surgery. He's been in the surgery from times. I'm gonna go on the spot.
Okay.
So the long voice, but
You're fine.
a lot has changed for him since the last time I saw him.
The judge is showing her adaptive side here, instead of throwing the book at him for the missed test. She's focusing on the mental health aspect. This is a classic example of therapeutic jurisprudence. She's choosing to address the root, the PTSD and the injury, rather than just punishing the symptom. She's given him a lifeline, but with a catch: absolute transparency with his probation officer. It's a trust but verify situation.
Surgery, now he's a dad.
He's a dad also. He's a single dad, by the way.
I watched the first time. So he's been on track. Because that wasn't. I think when he had surgery, and of course, the probation knew about it. But I wish we was here to talk about it. But
Well, I always tell everybody, if there's an issue and probation is not addressing it, I'm on the bench. You can always come in. You wanted to say something?
I just wanted to bring it to your attention as far as why that was recommended is because when the defendant originally pled and had submitted to his TAP evaluation, that was the recommendation as a result of the TAP evaluation, but it never was placed on his conditions of probation. So we're just asking that to be placed. Now that's the supportive outpatient treatment.
Probation?
Yes, Judge.
Let me ask you, in this case, do you think it's best to make sure we address the mental health? The parents are telling me that he hasn't been using drugs, doesn't have a drug issue. Maybe we can do the random UAs, and then if there's a positive, then we go to supportive outpatient.
Yes, Judge. That sounds good.
Okay. Is there anything else?
all right.
Thank you. And here's the thing. Let probation know in this court what I can tell you what ends up happening. If somebody falls off track, you call probation, let them know about it. Unless it's something that's considered egregious, I'll usually set it for a compliance hearing. We come in, have a conversation to see if they can get back on track. And this is one of those cases where all he needed to do, contact them. If they're not answering, he could have just came back to court and would have had a conversation about it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much for coming
For
in.
your time.
All right. Thank you. All right. Mr. Ramirez. How's parenting coming along for you?
Those
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. People always tell me the babies have new eyes. So everything is new to them. So then it makes it new for you. All right. So the court will deny the motion. The court will alter and amend conditions. And you're to continue with your mental health treatment. And probation is going to continue with UAs. And here's the thing. Make sure you stay in contact with probation. And if for some reason you have an issue and you feel as though probation is not addressing it, come back in here on a business day, of course, not on the weekend, because I won't be here. I'll probably be here, but nobody else will be. So just come back, talk to me, and we'll figure out what's going on.
Okay.
All right. But keep up with the great work, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
All righty.
We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Are you all ready to proceed? All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 3928 State of Texas versus Isaid De Los Santos. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
John Robertson, Mr. De Los Santos.
And are you Mr. De Los Santos?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery Mr. De Los Santos, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it?
I did, Your Honor.
Counsel, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams? That is a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
After reviewing States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. We'll come back on February 8th. At that time, I'll make a decision on your application. It will be based upon any evidence that's presented to the court. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, gonna order PSI and TAP.
He's been in custody since November 6th.
Yes.
Would the court consider releasing him on PR bond pending sentencing?
No. All right. And off the record, I see they took care of that. Did they, was that a fight at the jail?
Yeah, I was an assault. But yeah.
Oh. Do you need to be placed in protective custody?
No, not right.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, you entered a plea of no contest on January 4th. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court deferred finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. The state is silent on your application and punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 4 years in the prison. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State, defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor. No objections, Your Honor, but a correction on page 2, criminal history. In the box, it shows 6 arrests. It's actually a single arrest in April of 2022 in Kinney County. So it's actually 1 arrest.
Okay.
And I can confirm to the court, I spoke to the clerk this morning out there. Any case or cases are not indicted. And from talking to my client, there may be some issues that they're looking into, and that could be the reason they're not indicted. But obviously, we're not here to get into the facts of that case.
Okay.
Other than that, no objections.
All right. Defense, do you have any witnesses?
No witnesses, Your Honor.
All right. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we're asking the court to follow the agreement and place Issei on deferred adjudication. He's got 2 minor children. He's been employed in the past. He shares custody with the mother of the children. He supports them financially. Hadn't been in any trouble before this period in his life. Clean criminal history besides the Kinney County matter and this matter. I think some of the issues with the offer in the case were based on unknowns about the Kinney County case. But I don't think there was anything malevolent going on there based on what my client told me to begin. We're not here for today. Your Honor, he's motivated to do probation.
So let me ask you this. Is the Kinney County case, are those cases still open?
They do it differently than we do. So they don't really have a record. He was released on a PR bond. He spent a long time in jail and was finally released on a PR bond because he was unindicted.
Okay.
I don't know where they're going to go, but from just talking to my client, it sounds like he was with his employer. They took 5 guys that worked for his employer from San Antonio to Brackettville to do a job, and we're driving back to San Antonio and we're pulled over.
Okay.
And so other than that, I don't know what's going on with those cases.
All right. And the reason why I asked, because there are certain things.
Before we wrap, we transition to a new case, Cy Deo Santos. He's facing 2 to 20 years for a much higher quantity of drugs. But there's a shadow looming over this plea, a mysterious case in Kinney County involving 5 guys and a work truck. The judge is hesitant to release him because those outside charges could trigger a hold. We're seeing how one mistake in one county can paralyze your life in another. Stay tuned for the next breakdown to see if Cy gets his deferred adjudication or if the Kinney County mystery sinks his chances.
That if I order them, if he has pending cases, Bear County is not going to let him go anywhere. So I have an idea what I'm going to do. And counsel, I'm going to depend on you to keep track of whether or not he's being released to go to where I'm going to send him. Then things may change. because they're recommending inpatient treatment.
Right, and I'd like to address the court.
All right, I'll hear your addressing of the inpatient treatment.
Your Honor, I believe my client's been clean since the date of the offense, which was December of 2022. At this point in time, he not having any acute issues with any drug use. He's been clean. I would ask the court to consider releasing him on a deferred and have him do 90 days, 90 meetings in 90 days, see how he does. And if he does well, put him into an outpatient program where he can get back to work and support his children.
All right, anything you wish to say?
Yes, ma'am. I just,
Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I just want to say
State your
that
name.
Isaiah de los Santos.
Mhm.
I just want to say that, I was just going through a rough patch. You know, it's not an excuse for what I did, but I would just like, a chance to prove to myself, to my kids, and to this court that, you know, I don't need drugs. I don't need none of that stuff.
All right, and what's up with all of the tattoos? What's that about?
Oh, it's just, I like art. If you can see it's just art. It's just like, uh, just art. Is nothing. This one was a mistake. I want to take this off on my face.
What is it?
It's just like a heart in the crime. But this is just art.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication. There's going to be a referral to felony drug court while in custody. 90 sober meetings in 90 days. If felony drug court does not accept him, and you need to make sure that felony drug court knows you have a drug or alcohol problem, so they will accept you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't be dishonest with them. But if for any reason he's not accepted in felony drug court, then we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. There's to be proof of employment within 15 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. 300 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes, and he can do parenting classes with compadre y compadre. Once he completes parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. We're going to do the UA hotline until further notice. There's to be field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. And then at probation's discretion. All right, this is a second-degree felony. What is the court cost? And probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, thank you.
All right, and state, if you could have his counsel to sign that, please. All right, the court cost is going to be approximately $395 to $400. Will you be able to pay that in installments? All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, I did.
All right, because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. You're going to have to do better.
Thank you. I
All
will.
right,
Thank you.
thank you. All right, Odyssey, it's taken a while to pull up your case.
I say when I pass away, my tombstone is just gonna have one of those symbols of waiting.
You know what? And I tell you, a lot of people now, at least I've seen, where they're doing QR codes so you can see their life or something. I like telling everybody, just cremate me, get it over with.
I know you're not a fan of tattoos, but I always thought QR code, that way your tattoo can change, you know?
Yeah. Now, I just think tattoos would be very painful. Okay. All right, I have this, but I don't have. I need the actual motion to revoke. No problem.
Right now, so
You can use yours for now then.
sorry about that.
All right, who's the prosecutor on Isaiah de los Santos? All right, court is calling 2023 CR 3928 State versus Isaiah de los Santos. Could I have parties announced for the record?
And
Eric DeWalt, and I represent Mr. De Los Santos.
And are you Mr. de los Santos?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
Are you the same Isaiah de los Santos who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 3928 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams on February 8, 2024 for a period of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
All right, state you may proceed.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Isai de los Santos did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of March and April 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
That's true.
And we waive and abandon the remainders, Your Honor.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
I do, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor. The state is asking that you revoke the defendant's community supervision and sentence him to a term of 5 years in the prison. And that is due to the violation which was pled true to that the probation department has not heard from the defendant since February of 2024.
In defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, I'm requesting that that you deny the MTR and continue him on, and I would like to discuss options,
All right.
if I may.
So I'm going to need to know why he didn't report.
Yes, Your Honor. When I took over the case, I saw what he was charged with. He's facing a 2nd-degree felony, and I came up to with my client, not expecting to know what was going to come out of his mouth. He readily just came out and said, Your Honor, his 2 children moved to Abilene. He hadn't seen them. He chose to see his children over probation, which is, he knows.
That's not an excuse.
We'll get into that. Absolutely not. He ended up working his way back to San Antonio. I asked him if he turned himself in. He got pulled over for a traffic violation. He has no priors and he didn't pick up anything new, but he hasn't done anything since. I know this is a crazy argument to say he hadn't done anything, but I know he would like to address the court. And when I spoke to him, he was very genuine to me. And I said, basically, you're going to be making your own argument to the judge.
All right. Do you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Isaiah de los Santos.
All right. So I'm going to need you to speak up, one, so I can hear, because I have allergy ear, and so the court reporter can hear, okay?
My name is Isaiah de los Santos.
All right. So what would you like to say? And of course, you know, I want to know
Yeah.
why you've disappeared. It appears, since the dates on here are from 2024, it appears that you've been missing
Well,
since 2024 of April, at least.
that's correct. When I was before signing probation, I was 3 months in Bexar County jail. So when I got out, I was trying to look for my kids and found out they moved 500 miles away from San Antonio. So I made an rational decision to go see my children.
All right. That still doesn't explain to me why you didn't contact probation, because your attorney will tell you. Usually when people have things, employment, or there's something with their children, or you can always ask permission from the court, and then I will hear it and either I'll grant it or not. But it appears nobody knows where you are.
I know. I just made an irrational choice. I really I guess my father instincts it was just more of seeing my children than like I really didn't think about it right.
So did you see your children?
Yes, I did, ma'am.
And when did you see your children? What year?
Same year, but I want to say a couple of months after going to Abilene.
So you're saying like June
Yes,
or
ma'am.
July 2024, that's when you saw your children? Okay.
How many children do you have?
I got 2 children. How old are they? Right now, one of them 16 and one of them 17. Are you employable? I employ, yes, I am. What are you asking of this court? Just to be sympathetic towards me and my father instinct, I know that,
You know the court isn't gonna award you for just disappearing, correct?
yes,
But you haven't picked up any new cases.
yeah,
Have you been using any drugs?
no drugs.
Are you clean?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been waiting for this MTR? About a month?
A month.
Okay. Anything the court puts in front of you, if they put an ankle monitor on you, if they, have you have a cognitive thinking course, anything they put in front of you, are you saying you can do it?
I can do it.
Are you asking for this judge for one chance?
One chance,
Some
yeah.
type of remedy for your bad decisions?
That's like,
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Villafranco, so when you were placed on probation, you provided an address of 1107 Lobeto Boulevard for renting that
Yes.
location? Okay, and so when you were released from the Bear County Jail, did you report back to that location before going to Abilene?
I only reported like back to that office for like 2 or 3 days.
Okay, so you lived there for 2 or
Two,
3
3
days
days.
after your
Yes, ma'am.
release and then went to Abilene.
And then I went to my mother-in-law's house there, it's San Antonio,
Okay,
and that's how I found out my kids had moved, my children had moved to, Abilene, Texas.
okay. And so I guess you understand that the reason you have to provide that address is so that probation can get in contact with you if
Yes, I-
they need, right?
Yes.
And so when you're placed on probation, you also have to provide like phone numbers and stuff for probation to be able to get into contact with you. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay, and so in this case, you provided probation with, I guess your girlfriend at the time's number. Do you recall that?
I do,
Provided to them so that they can get in contact with you, right? Okay, and then also, your mother, do you recall that,
Yes.
giving them? And then also your grandmother, is that correct?
yes,
Okay, and your brother, right?
my brother.
Okay, and so are you aware that the probation department made contact with all of these people and none of them were able to tell probation where you were?
Yeah,
Okay, so did these people know that you were in Abilene or
no,
no?
No,
Okay, so you just left the city without telling your family?
yes,
Okay, and then you were picked up back in San Antonio, is that correct?
yes, I came back here to fix this
Okay,
problem.
okay, but you never contacted probation, you were just picked up on your traffic
Yes.
stop, correct? Okay. We talked about it too.
Any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I want you to know that I've heard the argument that your counsel has put forward and that you have put forward, and I've internalized that. You entered a plea bargain agreement, and according to your plea bargain agreement, it was cap before silent, right? And the court granted you deferred adjudication. At that time, I listened to your previous attorneys, their argument, but you haven't done anything on probation. That's a problem. And it tells me that maybe probation is not good for you. So I'm going to grant the motion. I'm going to find you guilty and I'm going to revoke. The state is saying they're requesting 5 years. Defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, I would respectfully request the court to consider 2 years.
This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no residing in households with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
That's your signature.
Oh, that's yours.
Oh, sorry.
Sure. You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you for consideration, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
What conditions is he on? He's currently on GPS partial house arrest for work with a curfew judge. The motion to travel would be from May 6th through May 30th to allow him to go to his twin brother's high school graduation here in San Antonio. His curfew, I believe, is for 6:30, but is that right? So the curfew is for 7, but the graduation starts at 7. That would be at the Alamo Dome, and he's just requesting that evening he'd be allowed to go to the graduation and then out to eat afterwards. And then from
what date is that?
that is May 26th.
May 26th. So what time is he asking for?
To come back,
No, I mean, from beginning to end.
the 11, maybe 10:30.
What, 10:30? No, I mean, when he's leaving the house, what time is he leaving?
Oh, I
Oh,
would assume 5:30 or something. like that.
5:36.
Okay, 5:30 PM. To when?
Possibly 10:30, maybe 11 because of dinner.
Yeah,
Okay, where are you all having dinner at?
I don't think they know yet, Judge. That's to be determined. I just don't know.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm inclined to grant that, but I need some specifics because I just can't have him out
Okay.
until 11 at night with GPS.
How about, because I don't know how long the graduation will take.
Well, no, I mean, just find out from the family if you could, where is dinner gonna be?
Okay,
And let the family know they can't go to a place and then it's an hour wait, oh, we're going somewhere else. Because it's gonna show up that you're in a location that you shouldn't be. So, Mr. David, if you can give me that information,
okay.
and, you know, I will, grant that.
I could probably get that for you right now and just come right back up.
Okay, you can come back up there, but before you leave, the next thing is,
The next thing is, and this would be the trip itself would be to Mabel, Texas, for his cousin's high school graduation and to celebrate him and his twin brother's birthday that weekend with family.
is this his first cousin?
Yes, first cousin. Okay.
Yes, it's fair.
And then on the way back,
Does his first cousin want him there? Does his twin brother want him at his graduation? Sometimes people don't want to say, they depend on me to tell them
Yeah.
to deny it.
I haven't heard anything that anybody doesn't want him there.
So they can say, we really wanted
Yeah.
you, but that judge
Yeah.
wouldn't let you. So, okay.
And then on the way back, would request to visit his grandfather in Athens, Texas, who is not doing too well physically, and he hasn't seen the grandchildren in about 3 years. So just on the way back, since they are in that area, to visit him on the way back to San Antonio. And then on May 30th, he would arrive back in San Antonio before it's curfew.
All right. And you were raising your hand?
Grandfather's house is like in between on the way back, so it would just be like a stop and go.
Okay. Who's driving?
His mother.
All right. So if you would give me the motion with the dates and the times. And if there's going to be some stops along the way for this Maybank or Maybank, how do you pronounce that?
Maybe.
There's no Y there.
There's a
I
lot
guess
of,
I guess the A is a long A.
there's a lot of cities in Texas that have weird pronunciations.
And where is Maybank, Texas?
Over by Athens, Texas, I would assume.
Where is Athens, Texas?
Is it by Dallas?
Brennan, I'm going to call you as a witness. Where is Athens, Texas?
I think it's Dallas.
All right, so Norma, it seems you're over your geography. So where's Maybank? Maybank, Texas.
That's why she.
All right, so I need the times for the Maybank. Dave, do you have any objection to him going to his first cousin's graduation? He's not driving.
No, Judge.
All right. And do you have any objections to him stopping off to visit with his grandfather?
No.
All right. So here's the thing, you're on GPS, right?
Yes.
And now you want to see your grandfather. You should have saw him when you were not on GPS. And I say that because people always want to do extra things when they're on GPS. So when you go see your grandfather, make sure you listen to his stories because grandfathers and grandmothers, they usually have some good wisdom to impart if young children and young people would only sit down and listen. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And listen actively. So when you see your grandfather, don't be pulling out your cell phone and texting other people and playing games. Spend it actively with your grandfather.
Treat it like this.
Yes, exactly like this.
Thank
All
you.
right, so if you'll give me that information and then
Okay.
I will take care of it today.
Okay, thank you.
All
Do you
right.
want me to get you an order?
All right, Mr. Sale, why were you late?
We had to find parking and my mom had surgery last week on her stomach. So she can't walk as fast as she could. So she said, So we were kind of late and there was traffic as well. And
How
we
old
had
are you?
18.
Why are you depending on your mom? And see, here's the thing. A loving child, if their mom were ill from surgery, as you say, and thought she could walk faster than she could, as you say, you would have taken the VIA bus and you would have told your mom, Mom, I don't need you to come in today because I know you've had surgery and I know you're ill. Instead of putting her, on her docket to come down to court, because she's not charged with anything. It's the state of Texas versus Cameron Sale. Do you understand? So don't ever come forward in this court and blame your parent who's had surgery for not walking as fast as she thought she could. You understand? All right. So what's happening with this case?
Judge, at the last setting, I believe it was the last setting that I filed a motion to set aside the indictment, but the state agreed that it was a faulty indictment, so they re-indicted the case. I just received a copy of the new indictment. I believe it was either last Thursday or last Friday. A physical copy this morning.
And is that the 2022-5615?
Yes, Judge.
All right. So the other cases, State, are you dismissing the other two cases then since it's been re-indicted under 2022 CR 5615?
And Judge, I was actually conferring with Ms. Paulison. I don't know if she just stepped out.
Judge will be dismissing one of them. I don't think they were combined.
All right. Were both cases to be re-indicted? Because I have on the docketing sheet that 0703 state to re-indict. And then on 0704, I have state to re-indict.
If you could just give me.
So, Mr. Sell, your plea deadline date and jury trial date is September 6th. So on that date, you let the court know if you want to accept the state's offer or not. And if you choose not to accept the state's offer, then we'll head into a jury trial. Now, of course, you never know if your case is going to go on that date because we'll have other cases set on that date as well. You understand? And here's my advice to you. Don't ever have your mother coming down to court when she's been in the hospital and COVID is running rampant. She should be at home because I'm sure when she had that surgery, I'm sure the doctor told her, don't be up running around. Don't go anywhere. Just relax, bed rest. You understand? So are you able to cook?
Sort of kind of.
All right. So you should be able to make your mom some soup, put it in the microwave or something. And they have canned soup at the store and you need to ask her what she has a taste for. And then once you find out what she has a taste for, you need to make it. That's the least you can do. You understand? And the other thing, when you walk out of this courtroom with her today, you tiptoe. Don't be walking fast and don't be getting on her about like, if you're going to walk faster, I would have been on time because that's all on you. You understand? Treat your mom with respect and show that you love her through action. All right. All right. They're going to give you a reset form. And Mr. Nathan, be sure to reiterate that to him about his mom. You only get one mom on this planet.
I will just.
You're charged with aggravated assault against a public servant in count 1. That's a first-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? According to the plea bargain agreement, state is proceeding on count 1. There's $1,000 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon, and the state recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor. And just my understanding is that if he was to get deferred adjudication, the deadly weapon finding would be deferred as well. In order to receive the deferred adjudication.
I mean, there's still going to be a finding, an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon, but he'll get the deferred adjudication if I follow the plea. All right. State, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Yes,
Defense?
Your Honor.
And did you understand that to be the plea? All right, and States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt if you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We're fine proceeding with sentencing, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, I'd just like to offer defendants exhibits 1 through 6. I've shown them to the state.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
And Judge, what those are, number 1 is an apology letter to the police officers. Exhibits 2 through 5 are various psychiatric, psychological, and counseling records indicating some of his various mental health issues that he's been dealing with in his young adult life. He's been diagnosed with anxiety, depression, ADD, ADHD, opposition and defiance disorder. He hasn't been diagnosed with autism, but it hasn't been ruled out. And some of the psychiatrists believe that he needs further testing to see if that's something that he is dealing with, Judge. He's a young man, I believe you're 19, 18. He's had no violations on his pretrial monitor, Judge. He's never been arrested before. He finished his high school diploma. That's Defendant's Exhibit 6 that you have. And we would ask that you follow.
All right. So are you working? What are you doing with your life right now?
At the moment, I kind of made it hard on myself with this. I kind of told myself, hey, since you got this, it's kind of hard to get a job. So while being on this, I really haven't put too much time in trying to do that because I've been so stressed and like talking myself down, I guess.
You need to get a job.
Yes. So I actually have a buddy who just got offered a job recently, and he's going to see if they can get me up in there as well.
Doing what?
Just working at a gas station.
Okay. All right. I don't understand the request for defensive driving.
Because of the facts of the district.
But I'm sort of like, if somebody's,
I think this may resolve the issue, Judge. He did complete a defensive driving course recently. And so I would ask that he just get credit for that if he shows probation certificate.
all right. 10 years deferred adjudication, defensive driving. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. Do you have any children? Anger management. No, I mean, I'm assigning anger management courses. And that's based upon the exhibits that's been presented to the court. There's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. 200 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. The court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. The remaining hours will be waived if you enroll in some higher level of education. If it's college, I will tell you, are required to be full-time. So if you plan on enrolling to college, the court will not waive the remaining of the community service hours unless you are taking at least 9 hours per semester, or if you are in a trade school and obtain a certificate. There's to be regular reporting, regular UAs. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? What are you going to be positive for? And what else? All right. Marijuana is not allowed. You understand? We're going to do you're either going to have a job while you live with your mom, or either you're going to be in school. I don't allow people who are adults to live at home unless they're working, or either they're in school at your age. You understand? All right. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?